As-salaam wa-alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Year 6 of the 17 Verses podcast. I'm your host, Maher Haq. In this podcast, we take a small selection from the Quran every day and recite it to you in plain English, so you can get a small slice of God's Word while you go about your day. By averaging 17 verses per day, we're able to break the Quran down into manageable pieces and finish it in 1 year. If you enjoy the podcast, please help spread the word. Tell your friends and family, subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you get your podcasts, and write us a review. Show notes and a text episode can be found at 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17verses.com. Today's selection is from Surah 3, Âli Imrân, or the Family of Imran, verses 55 through 71. These verses contain the Muslim conception of Prophet Jesus' birth, as contrasted with the modern Christian telling. It calls on Jews and Christians to come together over the things they share with Muslims, as Islam is one of the religions of the people of Abraham. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Remember when Allah said, "O Jesus, I am going to recall you from your mission and raise you up to myself. I will clean you of those who rejected you and exalt your followers above the unbelievers until the day of resurrection. Then to me shall be your return, and I shall judge those matters in which you have been disputing. Those who are unbelievers will be punished with severe punishment in this world and the hereafter. They shall have no helpers. As for those who believe and do good deeds, Allah will pay them their full reward. Allah does not love the wrongdoers." This revelation which we recite to you is full of signs and is a wise reminder. In fact, the example of the birth of Jesus in the sight of Allah is like the example of Adam, who had no father or mother, whom he created out of dust, then said to him, "Be," and he was. This is the truth from your Lord. Therefore do not be of those who doubt it. If anyone disputes with you concerning the matter, that is, the birth of Jesus, after full knowledge has come to you, say, "Come, let us gather our sons and your sons, our women and your women, ourselves and yourselves. Then let us earnestly pray and invoke the curse of Allah on the liars. Verily this is the absolute true explanation. The fact of the matter is that there is no God but Allah, for surely Allah is the mighty, the wise. But if they turn away from accepting this challenge, it will be clear proof of their mischief, and Allah has full knowledge of mischief mongers. Say, O people of the book, let us get together on what is common between you and us, that we shall worship none but God, that we shall not associate any partners with Him, that we shall not take from among ourselves any lords besides God. If they reject your invitation, then tell them, bear witness that we are Muslims, those who have surrendered to God. O people of the book, why do you argue with us about Abraham as to whether he was a Jew or a Christian? You know that the Torah and the Gospels were revealed long after him. Have you no sense at all? So far you have been arguing about things of which you have had some knowledge. Must you now argue about that of which you know nothing at all? Allah knows while you do not. Abraham was neither a Jew nor a Christian, but he was a Muslim, true in faith. He is not one of the mushrikeen, or those who set up partners with God. Surely the people nearest to Abraham are those who follow him, this prophet Muhammad, and those who believed in his message. Allah is the protector of the believers. Some of the people of the book want to mislead you, but they mislead none except themselves, but they do not realize it. O people of the book, why do you deny the revelations of God when you know that they are true? O people of the book, why do you confound the truth with falsehood and knowingly conceal the truth? Ameen. This concludes today's episode of the 17 Verses podcast. I hope that this selection helps increase your understanding of the Holy Quran just a little bit. If you like the podcast, you can subscribe in iTunes or Stitcher and write us a review. Or you can grab the RSS feed and put it into your own podcast app. The show notes, including a text version of this episode, can be found by going to 17verses.com. That's the numbers 17verses.com. Thank you, and be well.